pozdravljajem našeg brata, on ruski, ja Črnogorac, mi Kanadci ljubimo Kanadu. Всем привет. God bless Canada.
Those who have fallen and who have been killed in their line of work. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. For us today, when we are introduced to what's taking place in the world, and that is that so many people are being harassed as soon as they put the press pass on, as soon as they want to, quote unquote, speak truth to power, they're being investigated, intimidated, and even hanged and shot. This, of course, cannot take place and should not take place, because we realize today, and I know that all of you realize, and all of you can give us a hand, all of you realize that behind freedom has to be freedom of the press. There cannot be freedom. There cannot be a democracy, a good democracy, without freedom of the press. So to harass the press, to harass those who do speak truth to power, imagine how to do that, to put an article in that you know that you're going to be harassed, to put an article in a newspaper or give some reports on TV when you know that your life might be in danger. And yes, those people have done that. And why have they done that? Because they want to ensure that there is freedom, and we cannot have any freedom without democracy, and you cannot have a democracy, very simple, cannot have a democracy without a free press. It's a fifth estate. And so, ladies and gentlemen, when we're looking at the details of how all this is done, we know that the United Nations says, let's look at 180 countries. 180. And let's give each one of these a number. Where is Canada in this? What number do you think Canada would be out of 180 countries in terms of press freedom? And many of you guessed it. You want to take a guess?
First place, Canada.
No, it isn't first place. Oh my goodness gracious. You better do your history, you better do your checking. No, it cannot be first place. It might be first place in the future. In fact, it was placed 14 3 years ago. And it now is not 14 anymore. You know what it is now? It is now 20. Now, we don't get into the details because it would take just too long. I've got an hour's worth of speech and it would be too long, and all of you would be bored at the very end of it. So let's get to the chase of it all, and that is, if we evaluate that number, 180 countries, we do know that 60%, which makes up 110 countries, have serious allegations against press freedom. Let me repeat, 110 out of 180 countries have serious problems in terms of having anybody write the truth about their government. Wow, that's really unbelievable, but it's true. So, let me just make my closing remarks and simply say that every year the United Nations has promised to give us a number, and we also know that the press is the backbone of us, and it has to be supported. So, in short, then, you and I have a job to do, and that job is to ensure that we will continue to have a free press in Canada. Nothing is guaranteed. Democracy is not guaranteed. The death of autocracy and the death of authoritarianism is not guaranteed. They lift their heads. If we look south to the border, if we look east or west of us, we see them all. We see them all, and there's no guarantee that democracy will even survive. So you and I must stand up and must speak out. Thank you very much. now the owner of the biggest ethnic newspaper called Corriere Canadese. Joe Volpe.
Thank you very much. I hope you don't think that all of this was orchestrated so I could have my good friend Nate Blair and all of his group suffer. It wasn't for that. I still like you the way that you dressed. And this is an expression of speaking truth to power. That was the first theme. If there's a job that anybody in this room has with the press, is to tell whoever is sitting in a place to make a decision that if they don't do it right, they're going to suffer.
Thank you so much, Tony, and a huge thank you to Mr. Saras for the kind invitation. I'm with News Media Canada, which represents a lot of the English and French language newspapers in Canada, and it's a great pleasure to be with the National Ethnic Media Press Council of Canada. We work very, very closely with Mr. Saras, with Joe Volpe, who I've known for more than 25 years now, and I had hair back then.
We're going to ask you not to be too long, but let me call them up, please. Jessica, no, first of all, Aris Babikian, we go in alphabetical order. Aris Babikian, please come forward. Then, just give her a hand. Jessica Bell, please come forward. Give her a hand as well. Then Rob Cherchanik, MPP, members of Prince Parliament. He's here too somewhere. Is he around? He's there. He's running. That's great. Mr. Chris Glover, local representative. Chris Glover, let's give him a hand too. And Kristen Wong Tam, let's give her a hand. She's also local. And then there's of course Brad Bradford. Brad Bradford, where are you? He's right there. And there's Chris Moyes. Chris, please come forward. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, just a word to all of you. I hope you keep your remarks fairly short, but I want to make sure you're being introduced. So the first person to speak is Aris Babikian from Scarborough Agincourt. Chris.
Good evening, dear friends and colleagues from all levels of government. It is great pleasure.
And I wanted to say also Maria, simply because without her, Tom wouldn't be able to do his job. We have also a certificate of appreciation to mark the occasion and say thank you to each and every single one of you. They will receive the scroll on your behalf. Thank you very much.
Nalazim se u Toronto City Hall i danas sam dobio najveću nagradu u Kanadi koju može da dobije Kanađanin i srećan sam zbog toga. To je uspjeh ne samo moj nego naše zajednice i svih dobronamjernih i dobrih ljudi. Hvala ti Kanado, God bless Canada. Nalazim se u najljepšem gradu na svijetu, Toronto. Thank you, Governor General of Canada. Thank you, Prime Minister Mark Carney. Thanks, everyone. God bless Canada. Volimo te Toronto, volimo te Kanado. God bless you, Canada. We love you, Canada. We love you, Toronto. Ovo je maketa najljepšeg grada na svijetu, Toronto. I srećan sam što sam danas dobio nagradu najveću u Kanadi i hvala kanadskim vlastima i kanadskoj državi i God bless Canada. Kanada, volimo te najviše.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to City Hall. Welcome to Council Chamber. You know, I was looking around when I was standing, I realized that, you know, this is the first time we've had such a diverse group of people here in Council floor. you know, diversity is our strength after all. That's the city's motto. So thank you to National Ethnic Press for all that you do. You know, my
for his distinguished contributions to the world and his exceptional efforts for promotions of multiculturalism and freedom all over the globe. So I represent Reverend Milan Radulovic, and you're getting the award right now.
I don't want to have accidents. Sorry. Yeah, he will be healed quickly. Well, yes, what you do just need to remember your idea. So never happen. Hold on. You have something else to do. Just give it. Give it the old one. You know about that. All right, give it.
Jimmy.
Morning.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Coming.
Oh, very good.
Thank you for being our host on behalf of City of Toronto. Thank you.
Happy Press Freedom Day.
Thank you. Thanks. Greetings. Greetings to my fellow Canadians.
Come, you do that later. Let's go to the chamber.
I would like to congratulate him, to thank His Excellency former Minister, Federal Minister of Multiculturalism and Citizenship, Tony Rupert, His Excellency, for this event. And I have to say that I am the only Canadian of Montenegrin descent to receive this highest award. Thanks to you and thanks to our Prime Minister Mark Carney and Governor General of Canadian. Thank you so much.
Especially for Thomas.
Yes.